All right, now let's do Three Legs.
Three Legs was again, Paul starts playing this Three Legs track, and it's real quirky and bluesy and different. It's really different again. So we're just fooling around with what we're going to do on it, running it through. And one time by accident, we get near the end there, and we got to do the Three Legs. You got to
funk.
So we started taking it into the little funk groove for the hell of it, and it sounded so good. We said, "No, we like that. Let's do that." So, in fact, we may have recorded it. I mean, we did a lot of stuff was done first take because the freshness, freshness really counts in recording. The more work you put into it, the more you hear. You hear the work, rather.
There's a lot of spontaneity in all the recordings that Paul did because, that's the thing that these days things are way too polished, and I feel like there's an incredible vibe on all the records, and Ram especially. It's the sound of you, Paul, Spinoza, or McCracken just being in the studio creating together.
Yeah.
And we actually, this is the second time we've recorded this. We had a little bit of a technical error, but Paul had a quote.
Yeah, we had a premise for. He has a premise for recording. When we hear something that wasn't supposed to be on the tape, he'd say, "Well, let's explore the accident rather than fix the mistake."
That's amazing.
So we would double and treble track the accident or the mistake, and pretty soon it became your favorite part of the track or the record. Who knows? We did that my whole career with Paul with Wings too.
That's amazing. There's an old joke, guitar players. It's like if you make a mistake, play it again to make it look like you meant to do it. So it's a lot of fun. And this track is, the thing about Three Legs coming on right after Too Many People, Too Many People is a hard act to follow. And when you have a song that's so different, being an acoustic blues number, it definitely set a lot of people off, like, oh wow, what's this? But it's actually turned into a fan favorite. And the song, when I close my eyes and I think about Three Legs, I think about an old blues man on a porch playing an acoustic guitar with his dog next to him. And it's like, I thought when casting this album, I thought my friend Sam Babayan of the band The Dirty Diamond, an LA band, an Armenian LA band, had the perfect voice for this because he's got a really cool laid-back Eric Clapton vibe. And he did a great job on this. Yeah. And another thing that it was really cool is that's the vocal that you're about to hear is his scratch vocal, one take all the way through. And he just felt it. Because again, this record, it's when it came to choosing the people on it, I didn't want just Beatle fans or just McCartney fans. I wanted Ram fans. Yeah. And, everybody on this record considers Ram the soundtrack of their lives. And there wasn't a lot of cases where people had to learn the material. It was already in their head. And, Sam's a huge fan of Three Legs, and he really brings so much soul and heart into this. And
I had to be the bad guy here because Fernando would bring all of these guys, and I hardly knew any of these guys. I knew a few of them, but I wasn't familiar with them in anything. And I had to be the guy that say, "Well, I'm sorry, this guy's the guy. That guy isn't the guy." Simply because of the, it had to be truly honest to what the vibe was of the original record. And I listened for that only. Not that he sounded like Paul, phrased like Paul, but as long as it had the vibe of the song that we gave it in its initial recording.
But your standards are so high up because you were there with Paul 5 feet away from you singing these songs.
Plus, years later at Abbey Road, every time we recorded at Abbey Road too, I'm upstairs in the booth and they're downstairs around the microphone. So I produced all the vocal sessions.
Yeah.
So I was really used to.
But the cool thing about this is that you didn't pick the singers based on clout, their ability to sell records, or friendship even. You based it on your ears. And I feel like that's what makes this record super special, is that every performance had to go by your standards, and you didn't make any decisions based on anything but what your ears were telling you. and that's why the vocal performances on this record are unsurpassed to me. I mean, it's really, really cool. As a producer,
I didn't want to break it, but I also, you know, I've got a lot of high-profile friends, and guys that I've recorded with over the years, and big bands and stuff like that. We could have had nothing but celebrities on this album. I don't know about that. You know, I wanted to get people that were just in as much love with Ram as I was. They felt the same way about it. And Fernando was the guy that I tapped for that. And he brought in all the right people. So I'm really happy that it turned out.
It was a real pleasure to do this because this record is very important to a lot of people. And we couldn't mess this up. So we definitely went the right direction because there's a lot of tribute records that come out that have flavor of the months or people that sell millions of records that may not have any type of connection with the music. And in this case, there might be some people you'll discover because of this. So we are excited about that. As a producer, listening to Three Legs, one of the coolest things is the answer vocals from Linda. And since Sam came to it with a fully blues vibe, we decided to go gospel with the backup vocals. So I called my friend Durga McBroom, who is the backup singer from Pink Floyd from 1987 on. And she sang at every single one of those big Pink Floyd concerts. And she's got a big gospel voice. And she added so much vibe to this. And what's really cool is when it goes into the funk section, it sounds like a full-on party. We had Enrique Lopez from Breakfast at the Beatles play congas on it, and it just really feels like a jam. Yeah. So I couldn't be more happy with this. It's going to bring new life to a song that's an underdog song about a dog. So
the original was more stripped down than our version of it. We really, this was a lot more production that went into it, but it was also organic, and it took no time whatsoever to.
It was a real blast,
together, man. Yeah,
it's a real blast, and it all came together so fast and so great. This is Three Legs featuring the Dirty Diamond and Durga McBroom.
Yes, it is.
Cool.
Well, when I walk my horse upon the hill. When I walk my horse upon the hill. When I lay me down, will my lover love me still? A dog is here, a dog is here, a dog is there. My dog, he got 3 legs, but he can't run. Well, when I thought you was my friend. When I thought you was my friend. Well, you let me down, put my heart around the bend. A fly flies in, a fly flies out. Most flies, they got 3 legs, but mine got 1. Above the cloud. When I fly above the abandoned crowd. When I fly above the cloud. When I fly above the abandoned crowd. You can knock me down with a feather, yes you could, but you know it's not allowed. A dog is here. Dog is there. Dog is there. My dog, he got 3 legs, but he can't run. My dog, he got 3 legs. Your dog, he got long. My dog, he got 3 legs. Your dog, he got long. My dog, he got 3 legs. Your dog, he got no.